Hello and welcome back. I've just balanced my camera on my hoodies and stuff to make a man pod, as they call it. It's a man-made tripod. So I've just driven out in my van for the first time since I've been in Chamonix because I've just walked everywhere. And I parked up at the parking to go up to a glacier. So that's the plan, and I'm really excited. So I'm going to hike up soon. I've not left super early because the way it works in Chamonix, in the valley, Mont Blanc causes a massive shadow until like midday. So I'm probably like 9:30, 10ish right now, and I'm going to hike up and then I'll get a bit of light on the glacier. That's the plan. Fingers crossed, we'll see what it's like. If not, I'm going to come back another day as well because it looks really cool if the hike's not too crazy. And yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect, but I will see you up there, take you up, and we'll show you some pictures. I won't bother filming on the way up because it made me going because my bags are always so heavy. And I have to say, since I've been away hiking at altitude with heavy bags with all my camera gear, my fitness has got so good. So I'm really chuffed with this. It's a win-win. So I've got good legs now. But anyway, right, I'll get on and I'll see you up there. Ciao! Okay folks, I made it to the glacier and it is stunning. It's right behind me and it's beautiful. I was so struggling on the way up because my bag was so heavy and my thighs are so tired and my calves from all the hiking that I've been doing. It's been crazy, so I'm just a bit knackered, but it was well worth it and I'll show you in just a second. And on the way up I met this really lovely chap and he was telling me about the history of the glacier. And actually, because the glaciers are always moving forward and falling, he said in 1976 a plane crashed at the top with precious cargo, and it was only found till recently as it's been moving down the glacier, and they found like precious stones and obviously the bodies of the people that were in the crash and the engine from the plane as well, and it's slowly been making its way down the glacier, which I find absolutely crazy. So yeah, a bit of history to it, and there's two planes in fact, but I don't know what happened to the second one. But yeah, that's some history for you of the glaciers, which I find really, really fascinating. And I've been stood here for a little bit now. I forgot food, so I'm really hungry. And I got a long hike back down. But I've heard like the creaking of the glacier, which I find incredible. It's so immense and so loud. And I was saying this to the chap I was just talking to, that you can never see the scale of something because it's just so vast and big. It's mental. So yeah, it's a big glacier anyway. See over here. So I'm going to get on and take some pictures. I'll talk through a bit about the equipment I've brought with me and my setup of some things, not everything, just a little bit so you know. And then I'll head back down and get some food and see Eric because I am starving. So I'll crack on and I'll catch you in a bit. Bye! And I'm back. Okay, so in terms of equipment, what I brought with me to the glacier and up this mountain where my thighs are now killing me was my Fujifilm XH2, my Fujifilm XH2S, my Fujifilm 16-55mm f-stop 2.8, and my Fujifilm 23mm f-stop 1.4, and my tripod. Those 4 items, or 5 items of the tripod. I brought my tripod because I think with landscape photography, if you really want to maximize what you're doing, and I'll show you what I mean, is to put your camera on a tripod, put up a nice narrow aperture like 11 to 16 or something, the sweet spot you want. And then I'm going to use a slow shutter speed, and I'm going to use my low ISO self timer. I've used a circular polarizing lens filter as well to really knock out that harsh light. And then that's it. And then you can use that brilliant setup and you get nice, crisp, clear images. And I'll show you what I mean, but this setup is important. So if you can, take a tripod. You don't have to take 2 cameras, obviously. Just make sure you're using that narrow aperture, low shutter speed, low ISO, and just maximize your moment that you've got. So that is my focus with this. And obviously I'm doing my filming. I'm doing actually for filming lately a mixture of 4K, 6.2K, and 8K. And the reason is, and I'm not doing this in F-Log, is that sometimes I find like in log or F-Log filming, it makes stuff look a bit fuzzy. And I think that might be because the base ISO is higher. But also I think F-Log kind of smooths stuff out too much, but I don't want smoothness in my landscape. I want crisp and sharp. So I'm using my 4K filming and stuff like that to really draw out that crisp, sharp images. So that's what I'm doing. That's my setup, and I'll show you more in a minute. And I hope that will make sense. I'm going to carry on. Ooh. Good morning and welcome back. My hair's a bit crazy, what can you do? So last night, yesterday afternoon was incredible. I saw the glacier, met a lovely chap on the way up, and I just had a fantastic time really, because I found my time here in Chamonix and in France in general has been very motivating. It's a very wonderful place where there's lots to do, lots to see. You've got beautiful nature, very positive and light-hearted people, and just an environment that really does motivate you and captivates you to go out and explore every inch of it. And it's such a wonderful place. And just seeing that glacier yesterday, I'm like, oh. And I love Scotland, I love where I live, but there's not like glaciers in Scotland, and also the weather is terrible there, but it's still a beautiful place, don't get me wrong. I still think everywhere is beautiful in its own element, but it's been really nice to be in the sunshine and to see such grand nature like the glacier and the mountains around here, and it's lovely to be immersed and involved with that. So seeing what I saw yesterday and having that time was just wonderful. And yeah, I have no idea how long all these episodes are going to be, if they're just like 5 minutes each or 20 minutes, I have no idea. I was trying to keep them short but sweet, so we'll find out once I pull them all together what happens, because I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I had a fantastic time yesterday at the glacier. And my next adventure, because I've been saving this till last, will be going to Lake Blanc and Lake Chassis, I don't know how to say it. But they're meant to be really beautiful views of Chamonix and Mont Blanc. That's the plan anyway, so I will be going there this evening. I've had a bit of a chill out morning. I've sorted a few bits out and I'll be going there, so keep an eye out for the next episode because that is where I shall be heading. Anyway, gotta get going, so gotta get ready for this next one. So au revoir for now, and I will see you on the next episode, and hopefully it's a good one. And then it will soon be closing time for my time in the French Alps. So I will see you on the next adventure. Bye bye for now. Bye bye.